Spoiler alert! Spoiler alert! The following video will contain spoilers from the Flash episode Grodd Lives. So if you don't want anything ruined for you, stop watching now. Okay, everyone else here. Hi guys, Dave here. Oh man, I gotta say, last night's episode, Grodd Lives, was very interesting. I mean, yes, it was right off the heels of the trap. Definitely some of the most dramatic times in there, which was very awesome. But yeah, then we start, Reverse Flash, Wells, Thawne, whatever you want to call him, has gone underground with Eddie. And he's obviously building something, as well as messing with Eddie's mind, telling him that, well, he's, effectively, a failure as far as the Thawne bloodline in the future. So, out of all of them, he's going to be the least remembered. But he's setting up for something. We just don't know what yet. At the end of the episode, I thought that since Wells was working on something that was seen in a little preview pic of a blue device, a cobalt blue device, that he might have been setting something up to maybe turn Eddie into good old Malcolm Thawne, aka Cobalt Blue. But that doesn't really happen. So, Reverse Flash has gone underground. The Star Labs team is in shambles, and right now someone is stealing a crap load of gold all over the place. And we finally get to see the mysterious guy in the gold mask, and I'm kicking myself that I didn't get it before. Someone that steals gold exclusively. He's wearing black body armor. The only thing that's different on it is a gold mask. It's an illusion. It alludes to another Flash villain named Goldface. If it was a bug, it would have bit me, I swear. But we have Goldface trying to steal a huge deposit of gold. The Flash comes in to stop it, and suddenly he starts getting whammied psychically by some kind of effect. You see the doctors poking at with the needles and stuff like that, and at the moment we don't know what's going on. Is this Goldface doing it? What the heck's happening here? But it looks like he's being affected too. Eventually Flash takes off. He's checked out, everything's okay. And here comes Iris, who, after last week's episode, she gets to have the big reveal where she realizes, yes, Barry is the Flash. She even gets to do the opening little monologue thing in the prologue for it, so that's pretty cool. And it sets things up to be pretty dramatic. Things are going to be intense. And when she goes to confront Barry, mask off, at Star Labs, it gets interesting. Now, this next message is for Candice Patton. Candice, you are a wonderful actress. You are a beautiful woman. Yours and Jesse's performances have helped people to forget and overlook the whole thing about the traditional role of the West family in the comic books, seeing that people are people, stories are stories, and it's wonderful. It's very cool. I'm not hung up on anything like skin color or ethnicity, and a lot of people are getting bridged over that. It doesn't matter because people are people. That's cool. But, girl, last night's performance on Grodd Lives. Look, I know that everyone handles stress a little differently. I know that people process big surprises and news in their own ways. But the one thing that keeps coming up in other people's take on Iris's reaction is whining. You don't understand, girl. If you don't improve upon this in future episodes, there are fans that if you go to conventions, they will bring you cheese to go with that wine. I mean, like I said, it was tough, but here is for those of you that may not have caught it or fast forwarded to get to the parts with the telepathic monkey, here is a dramatic reenactment in my interpretation of the reaction by Iris West. I can't believe you and my dad and my fiance didn't tell me the greatest secret that you ever had. You kept this from me. I could have helped, but no, you kept the greatest secret ever from me just because I'm a blogger turned reporter and I might have blabbed the whole thing. I don't care if the bad guy manipulated the monkey or everybody to take my father Joe or he took my fiance off. No, I don't care if he's been screwing with everybody since episode 1. I'm blaming you. It's all your fault. Wah, wah, I hate you. Just damn, girl. Yes. This is why you're an actress and I'm not in Hollywood. I get that. But, seriously, I know that better things are coming for the series. It's just, that has to be one of the lowest parts, in my opinion, for how we ever got to see Iris in here. And I know things are going to improve, especially near the end of the thing, which I'll get back to. But eventually, we go after Goldface again. Joe calls him Goldfinger. And it's revealed to be none other than General Wade Eiling. Turns out he's been missing for months. Argus has been covering for it. And he is in a dazed state. In fact, the speaking voice we get to hear at first on the promos for Grodd is good old Clancy Brown. So that was awesome. But yes, we find out more about the experiments done. Finding out about trying to make a telepathic super ape. And now he's been, out there taking care of things. And apparently they're figuring this is not just a coincidence. Reverse Flash is out there doing this in Grodd, and this guy's a distraction. So, what's going to happen? And actually, with Iris's help, they managed to track down a bit of the location of the supposed animal sightings in the sewer. So, Barry, Joe, and Cisco go down there and attempt to try to track the darn thing down. And in the process, Joe gets taken. And of course, Iris, not happy about it. There's a lot of tension. I mean, Barry is trying to play catch-up so bad, but I mean, being the fastest man alive isn't good enough to fully get through to her just yet. But Grodd, I have to say, is so far, he is the most physically intimidating member of the Rogues so far that the Flash has had to face. Forget Girder. I mean, he's frightening on so many levels. He just exudes power. He's just awesome. Eventually, we get to track down Grodd's location. Barry's setting up for a supersonic punch. And Grodd goes Dragon Ball Z. No, denied, catch. And Barry's doing every dang thing he can. He's got a psychic blocker on to try to keep Grodd out of his head. That gets knocked out. And fortunately, much like in the comics, Iris does come back through to be the light in the darkness, the point that Barry gets to focus on through everything else to come back to. And he manages to get out of there. Grodd jumps in. Barry just waits at the last moment. And as Grodd's jumping in, bam! Here comes the L train. Nice. Yes, it was good, and I would have liked to see more actual confrontation there, but Barry was hitting with his Sunday best and not denting Grodd, so we're going to have to see a serious evolution and elevation here of what's going to happen and then how Barry deals with Grodd in the future. But, yeah, their first real mission without Dr. Wells, things are starting to seem well. And it looks like Iris and Barry at the end are starting to finally patch up and make some amends, which is great. Because let's put that whole ugliness behind them. Because Candice, I'm telling you, like I said, great actress, lovely woman. But that portrayal of Iris in her moment of crisis, not a good look. It's just not a good look. But, of course, at the epilogue, we get, that little cobalt blue item that I was talking about. It's not for Eddie. Turns out the revelation is that Wells and Eddie are actually underneath the pipeline in Star Labs. He plugs in a device into the thing and the pipeline starts going active. So it looks like he's going to use the accelerator. And now he's saying, I finally have the key. Time to go home. Oh my God. It was just, I cannot say enough about just how thrilling it was. I mean, Island gets released, but he pretty much also shows he's a man of honor because, the cage was made for metahumans, and he's not one, so he's free to go. And he lets Barry know he's a Flash, but he says, don't worry, kid, if I wanted you captured, I would have got you months ago. So, it's all setting up for something big. Everyone knows something big is coming. And next week, we get to see the Reverse Flash versus Flash, Firestorm, and Al-Sahim. So that's going to be interesting. And we also get to see him in a quick little preview for next week. Hit the button, the Reverse Flash suit pops out, and the super speed goes into it. Oh, I cannot wait for next week already. This is going to be awesome. But, yeah, guys, like I said, there is so much that happened in here. Also, there was a deleted scene online you can check out where apparently they actually answered the great mystery. What happens to all the villains in the pipeline? How the heck do they get fed? And the deleted scene actually showed Caitlin getting food orders for them all and bring them food and stuff. So, yes, they're taken care of. How they flush everything out, that is a mystery that apparently has not been revealed yet, and I'm not sure everyone wants to get that down and dirty. But yes, guys, I'm telling you, Grodd was just physically intimidating, psychically intimidating. He was, the Reverse Flash is scary in his own way, but Grodd is just, he's awesome. And of course, Cisco with his references and stuff, very cool. This was definitely a visceral episode last night. The low points had to be the fit that Iris threw, but the high points were everything else to do with the 800-pound gorilla in the room. It was so awesome, guys. It was one of the better episodes in my opinion, especially coming off of the trap. So this was a good episode. Some people might call it a filler episode. I thought it was pretty decent for what it was. So, what do you guys think? Please comment, like, subscribe, share. Let me know what you guys think here. Like I said, Candice, love you to death, gal. But that was probably not the most well-received episode that had Iris in it. So I know we have a lot better stuff coming from you and the producers and stuff from the show. So I'm looking forward to it. Very cool. Please keep up the great work. All right, guys. Dave here. Take care. Peace. Yum, yum.